It's the Raiders going up against the Packers.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to John Ross. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Fresh set of downs here. On the run, it's Oliver. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. They find some open field here. And he's into the clear. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They run. It's Oliver. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Here's a carry for Oliver, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Back to throw here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And here we go on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw again. Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, here's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Second down following the run. Looking to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Cooper's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon. Gordon, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. . And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And that'll bring up second down. On second down, Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Oh, shifty. Whoa. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Montravius Adams able to drop him for a loss of 4. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. Caught by Montgomery. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Alexander. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Rodgers now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Rodgers. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On the carry, it's Montgomery. Montgomery, a first down and then some. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, 35 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Kevin King with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And it's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Rodgers to throw on third down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 23. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one is right through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 more there and another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the Raiders have got him. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. Rodgers now to throw on second down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flush to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. And he takes it all away, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On second down, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards. First down.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
Take your word for it, my man. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free. Because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Rodgers from the gun on third down. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. to throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. To throw on second down, Rodgers. This is caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
He'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up.
For that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And Adams has it complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Rodgers on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So they're operating in the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Then it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're... And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now, look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
319! 319!
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The Packers on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The toss play to Montgomery. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And now here come the Raiders. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my...
And look out. I think he's going to go. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. Spinning away. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Rodgers dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Rodgers now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On second down, Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to bring up a third down. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. It's just a preseason game, but this is for the win. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount.